Hangers are the mechanics. If you can take my voice,
no, we take you
can still take it. Other airports, you know, it's not every state that has. No, not hangars. It's not every state that has airports in Nigeria. Yes. So when you talk of concurrent list, exclusive, it doesn't come there. We are the ones that are taking up real international airports. Others are just small ports. Well, there are 3 projects that I've told you we have investors, and they're already here writing agreements with us. For the first time in Ebonyi State, we have this airport law and gazetting, which is very important. The issue of handing over to the federal government, we are very skeptical about it. Very careful. Do you know why? The amount they may be giving you now may not be able to even build the terminal building because things are really costly. But if the federal takes over, it will be of economic advantage to Ebonyi State. Very much advantage. They will be able to run the airport. They will be able to, make things work in airport, and the staff will be better off. Yeah. And then the little money they will give us for buying this, we may use it for another investment. So it's a very clear something, and I'm happy that His Excellency is a very sensible man. The next project that is paramount in our mind now is how to bring electricity to the airport. Right now we don't have any source of power. But His Excellency has graciously done the Mobitran road that is holding the power, whatever, TCN from coming in. We have graded the road, we have, done the road very well. We have even, it's a concrete road from Umawero to the power station. And the power station is so big. The next one, I'll carry you people to that place. You will see it with your eyes, and you will believe that it's half of this airport. It's very big. You will see the transformers, you will see the, the wire and how we are going to energize there, and down to Africa now. So the power that will be coming here will be 24 hours. So I want to thank you people for coming. I want to tell you that I am with you. If you see anything that you feel somehow, let me know. I may have explanation to that. And then you from coming in, we have graded the road. We have, done the road very well. We have even, it's a concrete road from
nuisance lele.
I don't want to think that is the best or one of the best brains from Ebonyi State. That can be, can it? Ebonyi can be so mediocre enough that somebody is taking the media on a tour of the airports with the Devulumayi commission that's completed. And you are there telling them that, the governor is a very sensible person. He likes to go to the poor people. So he's thinking maybe this side, we are going to give them space the way they can sell all their stuff here. But she's pointing next to the tarmac where planes will taxi to take off and land. You will see what we want to do. You see that side? We want to build staff quarters, 3-bedroom flats. Hey. And in fact, we may even kind of make it home ownership, like you are the staff, and if they give you the quarters, it can become your house. Ni tamaki, ni where plane will be taking off and land. He's pointing there, over there. We will do. We are going to bring transformer. All this, you will see all the wires that is bigger than this airport. Our airport no get electricity. 57 billion naira airport. Built by Devulumayi, the Ojulowo engineer, don't construct the coastal road. Devolumai. They say, Papa engineer. You see, you remember that when you use 22 inch on the left, 25 inch on the right, and you remove the horizontal one to the vertical one, and it will give you the diagonal angle. You say, is a professional engineer from Ebonyi State. Devolumai. You know, I'm an engineer. He always say that. He always be like, you know, I'm an engineer. You know, it's my area. I'm an engineer. I have built roads in Ebonyi. I built airports. So I can't believe this. This can't be the most intelligent people in Ebonyi State. I'm just saying, like, we get people with our area. Their intelligence now crooked one. So they are smarter. When they are talking, you can know they are like, you know. But sometimes this kind of one is so ordinary. She's there, telling people things that she could just imagine to make them feel good around that place. But none of the whole thing make any sense. Ebonyi State is one of the poorest. It's the poorest in the eastern part of Nigeria. And one of the poorest in Nigeria. One of the most indebted too. One of the most robbed states in Nigeria. And Devolumaye is the minister. Like a very wicked. The people of Ebonyi State, like many other states in Nigeria, are among the unlucky ones. Those are their politicians. The investment, the billions and billions they are putting on some of these things, which mostly are just for money laundering, though, right? All these billions could actually really, they are building cargo airport, but there is no there's this huge government farm or this massive farm in Ebonyi State. Fulani terrorists are there, ransacking the states, kidnapping and killing people as at when they wanted, as we speak. And the likes of, what is that guy's name again? Mufu Oluwa. What is the name of that governor of Ebonyi again? I should look it up. They are there, you know. But they will tell you, we have turned around the states. We have Nigeria is a place they will tell you, government cannot do everything. Government, you don't expect, there's no way in the world that government construct all the road. No government can construct all the road in a place. My politician says that to us, to our faces. And many of us will be like, that's true, Sha, it's true. But you live in the UK. You live in this other part of the world. Every area where humans are living, there is infrastructure to cater for them based on their size or wherever they are located. All over the world, here in the UK, the only place you think the only place that are not really tarred as road will be farms. And when I say farms, I mean where you are planting your stuff. Even your katakata tractor, in the middle of your farm, you will see tarred roads. But Nigerian politicians will tell you, when you tell them everywhere there's no road, they say, government cannot fix, there's no government that can fix all the roads in the world. And you believe them. That is why this Eleyi, dubious Dapo, will repeat the same. This is typical. We are doing our best. If you know all the job we have done Oluwole Street. I have done the 6 kilometer Ajanle Koko Street. And then, we have done so many roads. So many roads. No government can finish all the roads. That's what they say to the people. People agree that it's true. No government can finish all the roads. If you finish all the road, which one that other one is going to come and fix? Nigeria is not real. Yeah, he's a credit card fraudster, arrested, mugshotted in Florida, way back in 1983, 84, 85. Dubious Dapo. He is a governor now. He has something to say about the state with the worst roads in Nigeria. The state that is a third among the states with the highest generated revenues in Nigeria. Yet the state with the worst infrastructure ever in Nigeria. Yeah.
But I want to implore our people to be patient with us. We cannot reconstruct
Look at this very well. He's a credit card fraudster. He was arrested in Florida in the early 80s for credit card fraud. He is a governor in Nigeria, just like a man that escaped and forfeited over 460,000 US dollars for heroin trafficking. A drug dealer is the president of Nigeria now. This guy is a governor in Nigeria.
But I want to implore our people to be patient with us. We cannot reconstruct all the roads in 3 years. As a matter of fact, no administration can reconstruct all the roads in Ogun State, not even in 8 years. But we'll continue to be inclusive. So today, we reconstructed Olusegun Obasanjo Street, Priority Road. We've reconstructed Priority Road. We have so many other roads that we consider here. But because there's so much deficit in the infrastructure development in this area, at times it appears as if we're not reconstructing them as fast as they want us to. But my pledge is that I've come here today to see for myself. There are 2 roads that are considerably important to our people. First of all, the Road have given the contractor a marching order that road must be completed in the next 2 weeks. Asphalted the bridge, completed. The deficit that we made on assumption of office was such that we began to wonder what was the previous administration doing. In some instances, they appear to have good intentions. They will go to the roads, they will demolish houses, roads that should not be more than a single carriage, highway, they will turn them to dual carriage. But by so doing, we move all the asphalt that was there serving the people and abandon those roads. We inherited quite a lot of those roads. Some of those roads were federal roads, but our people cannot differentiate between federal or state. They will geolocate their pains where and when they are feeling it. So we had to draw up a priority list. And the priority list, amongst others, factored in the vehicular traffic, the economic impact. But I want to implore
Nuisance Lele.
And he's saying all of that simply because the searchlight was beamed on Ogun State. I sometimes want to feel sorry for my people, but there is no point in feeling sorry for anybody. Okay? Everyone deserves what they get. If they do not want it, they know what to do. Don't they? Well, I think they should know what to do. My view. Remember that dildo senator? I can't remember his name for some reason. He was removed by a court early this year. You remember? But some said that he's now become a TikTok evangelist. I don't know what he's singing. I know he's praising. I believe he's praising God. At some point, right? The people that were supposed to be, people that were supposed to be stoning him, having the opportunity of seeing him as one of those supposed weapons fashioned against them, right? Everybody praise God. I'll show you.
great, 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 greatest,
yo. Everything is expensive in Nigeria now. God, come and help us. I think that is what he's singing, isn't it? I don't know. I'm just trying to kind of believe that is what he's singing too. Nigeria, only God come down and help us. Nigeria, everything is, I don't know. But that's Elisha Abo, the former Adamawa senator, popularly known as a dildo senator. It's a long story. You don't want to hear the story now. So I was told you I saw a video of Americans returning back to Africa, returning back to Burkina Faso, because Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic that just formed their own confederation recently, they said there is a chance that there are more and more other countries that are going to leave the AU and leave the ECOWAS and join them. But here is that clip of these Africans that are returning back from America to come and join Traore in Burkina Faso and as they are coming back to their motherland, Africa. And Burkina Faso seems to be the home based on this new development coming from that place. See this.
President Traore, who has led the struggle to complete the unfinished business that was started by our ancestors and our Pan-African leaders in 1963 when they created the Organization of African Unity. During that meeting, they demanded the creation of an Africa that spoke with one voice, an Africa that was united. That journey is yet to be finished. What is happening in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Niger, is just the beginning of a revolution that is way past due for Africa. Africa must unite, and Burkina Faso has shown us the way. They have opened the doors. They have shown us that the bully can be defeated. That no more shall we continue to give up our lunch. That we too need to eat. And therefore, there is no negotiating with the bully. The bully had to go, and Burkina Faso showed us how to do it. So, Mr. President, I bring you your children, descendants of the formerly enslaved. They have waited over 400 years to return the spirits of their ancestors back home to Africa. When the children of Africa were taken out of Africa as slaves, all they ever wanted to do was to come back home to Africa. Each and every one of them that you see, many of them are coming to Africa for the first. President Traore.
On the first time. Don't worry, I'm going to go look for the full video of her speech. Okay? But I don't know. That's kind of like giving me the vibe of what they did to Nkrumah, what they did to Lumumba, what they did to some of these revolutionaries of the 60s, late 50s and the early 60s. So when I see something like this playing out again, I don't know, it just keeps giving me that vibe of, there is probably more to that. Or no, I mean, that's the most I know for me. There's something I also want to add. Okay, this one should have come in a different context. Somehow is still pretty much useful here. Now that we are talking about Burkina Faso, not Congo. See, in Kenya, things are falling apart so seriously. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It is also going to be another showdown in Kenya tomorrow. And their demand remains, Ruto must go. They are not interested in all these concessions and all that. They are calling on Ruto to shut down and dissolve the government. Call for a new election and let people actually decide and choose those they think can possibly help them out of this whole thing. Ruto is not willing to go yet. But you see, this whole Gen Z thing has exposed the crack within, that the only thing that united some of these criminal politicians together is what they are sharing. When the shove come to push, they will throw themselves to the dogs. The vice president, or the deputy president as he is called in Kenya, has somehow been kind of accused of abandoning Ruto and siding with the Gen Z, pretending that he's not part of the system that this Gen Z are complaining about. He's spoken on this issue many times, and every time he speaks like he is not the vice president of Kenya. Now, why is that? The guy said, well, in case if you don't know, he has always been an outsider. Ruto has his own guys, and his guys have always kind of keep him out of the whole loop, because by their law, the vice president is just a spare tire. He is not welcome to hear any kind of a security briefings and all that. I can understand that, but I mean, a country in the state of emergency, so the crack became more obvious, thanks to the Gen Z. The last time they, had a program, I think it was yesterday, Sunday. So the wife of the vice president himself. Now listen to this. So part of the reasons why the Gen Z, or part of the conditions given by the Gen Z in Kenya that they will probably look or calm down, would be for the Ruto government to cut off the unnecessary, fraudulent, and corrupt sort of budgets and allocations to individuals. See, the office of the wife of the president, the first lady, they had a budget of over 2 billion Kenya money for her, just for her to host church program, to host pastors from Kenya, from outside Kenya, or go on. That's what the money is meant for. Just enjoy yourself. The wife of the vice president also drawn about 800 million naira money. Kenya money for herself in a year. So she's part of those who are to have their budget cut off as conditions for peace between Ruto and the Gen Z. But the vice president, like I said he's always been treated like an outsider. And he had his shot yesterday. He didn't hold back. Okay? And this is how I believe. I don't know how long Ruto is going to hold it. I don't know how long. The crack is so obvious. Even though the deputy president doesn't want the government to be dissolved, he's asking the Gen Z to wait till 2027 and vote all of them out. Others are saying no. He's actually preparing himself to take Ruto's job. If Ruto resigns, he will be president. And how could somebody that is a number 2 man in Kenya openly show content? That's this Ruto guy talking there, okay? I want you to listen to this. Maybe you will see it the other way. Here is the vice president of Kenya complaining of how he's been always kind of kept out while Ruto was killing the protesters in Kenya. He didn't say it that way. He's probably just exonerating himself and saying, no, no deal. The crack, if you are a Kenyan watching me, I know you have seen this. We have seen it too, or we are seeing it now. And to those of us who are observers outside Kenya, this is a crack.
So when I started hearing last week that some people want to interfere with that work, one, I heard that